Hey, Females! So, welcome back to Faithful Friday. For the second case for this week, we are going back over to the UK. This case is actually apparently really well known over in the UK because our victim was I think 15 when the murders happened, and apparently she is known as Britain's youngest double murderer. Highly doubt if anybody from the UK actually sees this video because most of my viewers are either from the United States, Canada, or Australia. But if anybody is aware of the case, regardless, definitely let me know. If you have any similar cases where young female killers, whether well known or not, always let me know. And so with that being said, I'm gonna quit my rambling, source down below as always, and let's go and get started. So Lorraine Thorpe, that's our killer's name, she was born in 1994. It's said that her father was an alcoholic, and so eventually, I guess because of the mom was just tired of him drinking all the time, she eventually decides to split from him when Lorraine is 12. She goes to live with the dad despite his alcoholism, and it said that she actually had to start taking care of him at a pretty, as soon as 13, from what it seems like. And apparently, as you can imagine, she starts drinking too. So then by the time she's 15, apparently she's hanging out with homeless people and other drunks. One of them is by the name of Paul Clarke, who is 41. Keep in mind, remember, she's 15. And apparently she sees him as a father figure. So then, of course, social services gets notified, and obviously they're told that you living with an alcoholic father is not an ideal situation, and we're going to take you out. Because obviously she's a minor, so she needs to live with somebody. So then Paul, 41-year-old Paul, he steps up and is like, well, she can come live with me and my girlfriend, Rosalind Hunt. And so then I guess social services was okay with it, because she went to go live with Paul and Rosalind. And then apparently Rosalind was getting checks from the government. Didn't say what for, but apparently Rosalind was getting them checks. So all three of them were pretty much living off Rosalind's checks. And then Rosalind, apparently she was a divorced mother too. And apparently she also had a drinking problem. But she didn't start drinking until after she had gotten divorced. So then one night, Paul is apparently beating on Rosalind, even though he's living off her income. Because again, he ain't working. Lorraine, I guess, was too young to work and didn't want to work. He saw her beating on Rosalind, and Lorraine would join in. And then the two apparently would brag about it. And then, of course, apparently there was another night where Paul decided to take a cheese grater against Rosalind's skin and then proceeds to pour salt on her wounds. That's not just phrase. I'm being literally pour salt on her wounds. So then they also set her hair on fire, and I imagine they also pretty much beat her some more since Paul was apparently already beating her. And so then 2 days later, Rosalind died. Paul and Lorraine, they go live with Lorraine's father at this point. Lorraine is found 5 days later by somebody. And then her murder's also in the news. Because obviously you gotta figure out who did it, and plus it's a murder, so of course it's gonna be in the news. And then the dad, I guess he connected the dots and realized, oh, my daughter might be involved. So then the dad confronts Lorraine about it, and Lorraine and Paul well, we gotta kill you since you know that we killed Rosalind. So as you can imagine, Paul, he's an adult, so he gets sentenced to life with parole with a possibility after 27 years. And then, of course, Lorraine being a minor, they give her life, but she has possibility to get out on parole after 14 years. He gets sentenced in 2010. From my math, it seems like the murder happened in 2009. And then in September 2014, Paul was actually found dead in his cell, believed to be a suicide, but I guess I never confirmed. But I guess there were signs showing he took his own life, so Paul is now dead. And Lorraine apparently is still alive, still in jail, and her last public rejection for parole was September 2023, 8 months ago. So there's a good chance Lorraine apparently can't apply for parole for a good bit. And so yeah, that is the case of Britain's youngest double murder, or female at least. And so definitely know what you think down below. If you knew the case, you know anybody involved in the case. Highly doubt anybody over in the UK is watching this, but just in case, hey, let us know, hey, from the UK. And so with that being said, like I said, source down below as always. I cover fatal females 3 times every week. Subscribe for fatal females, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm, I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a